All right, we're live. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, I got this nifty shirt on. A couple things. So this shirt is a shirt that we had purchased to help out the family of Sensei Rodney who was taken from us, unfortunately, um, in vain, really. And I'm wearing this shirt today for today's class in support of him. I'll show you guys the back. Excuse me, son. Can you see the back? Good or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So that's Rodney the biggest. He was a master of Goju Karate. He had a school here in Stockton, California. I'm sure the family's still in need of support and some help. So if you can get in touch with them, please do. Just remember it's Rodney Goju Karate. Really cool, man. He was a really cool guy. I loved him a lot, and he's gone, and we miss him. And even though a lot of things has happened since his passing, I want everybody to know that I haven't forgotten. My family hasn't forgotten, and we want to continue supporting him and showing him as much love as possible. See my nifty do-rag here. It's a multicolored do-rag. It's the only thing that I can find in support of autism awareness. Now, I have two daughters who are autistic. If somebody's out there and they can make a puzzle piece do-rag like this instead of just a multicolored one, if you can make a puzzle piece do-rag, get a hold of me on Instagram, Discovery Muay Thai Instagram, and I'll pay you whatever just so you can do that. So do-rag, okay, multicolored, but the puzzle pieces in support of autism awareness. Okay, all right. So let's get started with the warm up. Yes. First, we're gonna drink some water. Okay. Actually, I can actually do that right now. Ramadan is over, unfortunately, but it's all good. So first, we'll bow in. Why? Sawadee Kap. My name is Coach Tony.
Yeah.
And this is my son. And we're gonna have an interesting class today. It's gonna be about setups and what we can do to make those happen, okay? But first, we'll start with the short warm-up, okay? It'll be about 2 minutes long. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start in our fighting stance. Go ahead and get in your fighting stance, Jay. Have a good rhythm, hands are up. Yeah. We're going to start with our jab. Just our jab. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jab. Now you're doing this on your own. You know, you don't have to follow us. Just throw out your jab. Make sure that when you're doing your jab, you're jabbing as if you're jabbing over a bar. Watch my son when he's jabbing, it's like he's jabbing over a bar. See, I'm putting my arm here as a reference, okay? Jab right over that bar. That will ensure that you're hitting with your knuckles and you're putting some power behind your jab. Using our whole body to execute this jab while the other hand is up. Now, you can play with this other hand. It can be here. It can be at your chin. It can be at your temple. Here. You can cross it. Here. Okay. Keep doing your jab a couple more times. All right. All right, let's switch to our cross, okay? So we're going to start doing our cross, making sure we're turning our back foot all the way and coming back. Ready, go. Good. Make sure you're pulling it back. Punching is pushing, but it's also pulling. Boom, 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 boom. Try not to flare your elbow out too much when you're doing your cross. Keep it tight to your body and keep on. Imagine that you're against the wall, and you have to fire your cross against that wall. And if you raise up your elbow, you'll hit the wall. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're going to execute our hook, and it's going to be our lead hook, and we're going to throw our front foot into it this time. You don't necessarily have to do that, okay, as long as you turn your hip, but we are this time just to make sure we're executing full momentum, okay? So we do our hook. And I want you doing a long hook. Imagine you're turning, you're pouring water out. Okay? It's called a hook because it's shaped like one. Okay, we're going to do a rear uppercut now. Okay, rear uppercut. Boom, 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 boom. Same mechanics as a cross. Only difference is you're shortening up your punch. I'll do it from a side view. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure you have snap in your shoulder and in your hip. Boom, boom. Right after this, we're going to get some warm-ups in our hips. And then, okay, good. That's good. All right, rotate your hips. Okay, I want to make sure we're getting some fluid to the hips and loosening up and having a good time. Let's go the other way. Boom. So easy. All right. All right. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. We're going to do some knee rotations. We're going to start to our right. Ready to begin. Very good. I'm going to need these, so I'm going to go for a run later. I'm going to definitely need these right now.
I'm so white. We're almost at the line.
Go the other way. All right. All right. So we're going to talk about setups, okay? We're talking about setups off of different kind of kicks, and we're going to mix in our punches and whatnot. Now, the way that I like to do setups, the way I like to talk about things is I like to do one real, one fake, okay? And we'll talk about why, okay? So, for example, let's say I give a switch kick to him. Yes. Boom. And he take the kick or something like that. Okay. When I want to give a good fake, switch, boom, boom, do something else, right? When I give a right kick, let's say I give a right blow, boom, right? Right, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this is the way we set things up. We do one real, one fake. Now, when I say fake, the fake is not as the same as a feint, okay? And the feint is not the same as a redirection, okay? We'll talk about that later. For right now, we're gonna put on our shin guards and our gloves. You guys can take that time to do the same, or get your gloves on, or get some water. Prepare yourselves. That works. Okay. Yes, yes. Let's talk about how to set things up here. Getting off our strikes. Okay. Having a good old time. Show you some things that I like to do personally. And yeah. And what you can do. Okay. So I jump there. Catch my balance. 80. All right. Now these are the Rev Gear shin guards. I like these shin guards. I've grown to like them. They protect me pretty well. Hey. All right. Alrighty, guys. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to work off of our lead leg. Work off of our lead leg. Okay? We'll work off of our lead leg. There's a bunch of things that we can do off of that. Okay? I can keep his front leg. I can keep his body. Okay? I can inside kick. I can kick the back leg. I can switch kick him. Okay? There's a bunch of things I can do from here. Okay? We're going to go with the most common thing, and probably the easiest thing to do is just teep. Okay? When I'm teeping, okay, I'm gonna teep his leg. Okay, you're gonna teep my leg up. Okay? This is the easy thing to do, okay? Teep the leg. Easy thing to do. Teep my leg. Especially if you know they want to get off punches. And how do I know they want to get off punches? Well, I'm looking at their stance. If their stance is normally a little bit wider, I know he's probably want to get off some punches and set some things up. While I'm trying to set some things up, he's teeping my leg. Okay? Making sure he's teeping right above the knee. Okay, not necessarily side kicking the knee, but nice teep to the leg. Okay, he's going to use that teep to the leg in order to set up his next move. Okay, which I like to do off of a tie hop. Okay, so I'm going to come close. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do teep to the leg. One, I'm going to raise my leg and I'm going to hop forward. Okay, from here, I'm going to pull this hand down. He's going to get to me to elbow. Okay. That's how I'm going to set up my elbow off of a teep, okay? Make it really simple, okay? One, tie hop, pull down, boom. Okay, now there are some risks to this, and I'll explain those risks, okay? If I go here, boom, then I come here and then pull this down, and he starts going the same time as me, boom, okay? It can, you know, there's a risk of that, okay? So I want to draw out some reactions from my opponent with feints to see what their attitude is towards the fight. If every time I do something he's throwing a strike, well, I may not want to feint with that, right? But if I do something and feint and they bite on those feints by putting their hands up, what's a good move to do? Okay. So I've reached all those conclusions. Okay. So now I boom, teep the leg, so I hop in, I pull this hand down. I'm not doing this because he's gonna feel the need to come back up. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm going just right here to clear it. This is about right here. Then when I go from here, boom, with the side elbow. Okay. He's gonna do it to me. So you give a front teep to the leg, boom. He tie hop in, you pull it down with the lead hand. Lead hand, good. Okay, do it again. Boom. Tie hop in, lead hand pull, boom. Okay. One more time. Tie hop in. I'm sorry. Teep, boom. Tie hop in. Good. Another reason why that's good is because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll try to step their foot back in order to defend, and it'll give me some room to come in. For example, right? Say I get a good teep, boom. He don't like that. He'll step back. My teep, boom, boom. I can still get in there. Yeah. And it puts me in a good position because I already beat their foot to the outside. Okay. So again, one more time. Teep. So I hop in. Lead hand pulls down. Boom. Okay. All right. So when you shadow box this, teep to the leg, have some rhythm in between. Side hop in, pull down, side elbow, reset. Okay. When you do with your partners, we're gonna do 3 for 3. Okay. Ready, son?
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I messed up. Ignore that beat. We're gonna start 3 for 3. Okay. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You first, me first. That's 1. 2. 3. Good. Good. Make sure you're aiming too. 1. 2. 3. Let's go 2 for 2 now, okay? 1. 2. Notice I'm kind of giving them my hand in order to pull down so they're successful with it, okay? If something's wrong, if they're not successful, they'll be like quick to change it if they need to, okay? One. That was a weird move. Parents, you can do this at home with your kids too. Don't be afraid, it's okay. They're not gonna hurt you, nice and easy. Let's go 1 for 1. Wow. I'll go. You go. Good. I go. Good. You go. Good. I go. Good. You go. I go. Good. You go. So time is up. 14 seconds left. Boom. Hey. Time. Very good. Very good. Okay, so when I'm doing these moves, I'm trying to make sure everything is successful. Okay, so look, when my partner is doing his front teep, right, I'm not moving it back because I probably wouldn't do that move off of that. Okay, I would do it off of something successful. And it depends. Okay, it depends on what I want to do. It depends. I may do it if he steps back. I may not do it, but most likely I'll do it when I'm successful because before I set something up, what do I want to do? I want to threaten them. Yes? I want to threaten them with something. Okay? Once I threaten them with something, then it's a lot easier for me to do something else. Okay? If something is not a threat, then they don't respect it. I need my opponent to respect my strike in order to set up the next one. Okay? All right. So first, this is one thing we did. Teep to the leg, which is very low risk. Very low risk. If he teeps me to the leg, okay, and I go to reach to grab that, that's really dumb on my part, okay? It just puts my face so far close to his weapons. And he can get this back easily by turning it. It's just too easy for him. So this is a very low risk move, okay? I wouldn't say high reward though. I wouldn't say high reward. I would say it's medium reward, right? So like low risk, good reward, not the best reward. If you can set it up, it's really good. And depends on your opponent. It could be a very high reward if you can get it to react to it or even get frustrated because of it. Okay, it's a very good weapon. All right, we're going to use the most basic one now. Okay, which is a low kick. Okay, low kick. Okay, so even if he checks a low kick, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, right now he can choose to check. He can choose not to check. It doesn't really matter. But remember what I'm doing. I'm doing one for real, then I'm faking the other one. Okay? So now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull my knee up straight like this. I'm not going to come around and chop like the Ernesto Hoost. I'm going to go straight. And then when I come straight, I'm going to turn it at the end. More of a Joseph Valtellini style or Liam Harrison low kick. Okay? He's going to check if he wants. Okay? Here. Now from there, I'm going to show that same look, except I'm going to step here. Now my foot is landed to the outside. I'm going to give a hook and a cross. Okay? After I give that hook cross, I'll give a knee. Boom. Yeah? One more time. I go low, boom. Boom, boom, knee. Once again, pay attention. Wake up or I'll wake you up, right? Boom. Fake, hook, cross, knee. 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 I need him sometimes to wake him up. Boy, get up. Let me see if you can do it. Okay, confuse it. Go. Your low kick. Block, right? Take that one. Hook. Cross. Knee. Chop. Knee. Yes. Very good. Very good. No, you wasn't. Do it again. Hey. Fake. Hook. 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 Cross. Knee. So it's going to be left cross, left knee. Okay, show again. I'll do it this time since I'm the one paying attention. So I go here, boom, right? Boom, bang. Knee. Pay attention, catch me, ready? I'll go slow for you since you're slow today. Come close. Now drain damage. Boom. Okay, ready? Hook. Cross. Knee. Okay. We're gonna do this one partner go one time until I say switch. Okay. For drain damage over here. Okay? Some of y'all might be like him, have drain damage. I don't know what y'all do on the weekend. You got something. And guess who's going first?
You.
Wrong. You. Not Detective You either. All right, so we're going to do 1 minute each. Okay, one partner goes, so let's say switch. If you're going to shadow box this, it should look like this. Okay? You shadow box it, you go low kick. Up, hook, cross, knee. Okay? One more time. Low kick. Okay? Back, hook, cross, knee. And now that hook cross is going to be from southpaw position. Yes? Okay. Starting orthodox. All right, drain advantage. Here we go. Let's go slow, you know. All right, ready? Low kick. Now you go, this one's fake. Hook, cross, trap, knee. That's pretty good. Low kick. They go to check, side, boom. Oh, it's getting better. Shoot from this angle. See if this angle doesn't trigger the drain damage here. Here, hook, show did. Knee. Let's go this way. Good boy. All right, let's go. Low kick.
It's the lighting.
It is not the light. Okay, he's gonna turn on the light, and I'm gonna laugh at him while he does. It's the lighting.
It's totally the lighting.
It's totally.
The lighting is like the orange light.
The lighting is exactly why, guys.
Exactly, bro. It's the lighting. I turn on it.
Okay.
Yeah, see, now we're gonna do a lot better.
All right, here we go, guys. Ready? Oh, look, it's my turn.
Yeah.
That's called the biggest waste of time ever.
I'll just go again.
You know how you spell the biggest waste of time ever? You spell it J-A-Y. I'll go. Drain damage over here. Boom. Hey. Hold me, please. Thank you. You got it. Come on. You're pretty good at holding when you don't have drain damage.
I never had drain damage.
Good. Yeah. Keep going, guys. Nice and even rhythm. Do it again. Even went too early with the hook holds. You seen that? Oh man.
Hey, no, I didn't.
Oh man, wrong with this guy. Why are you still flinching? You know it's a fake.
I know.
It looks real.
Yeah.
It goes to show you, even if you're faking it, it should look real, right? Right. Let's see if you flinch this one. That one you didn't flinch. It didn't look real, huh?
Huh?
Didn't look real, that one, huh?
No,
Yeah, that's good.
or you kind of slid your leg.
All right, time. All right, let's talk about this.
I'll get water.
Please do. Why do you need water? Why don't you get some brain pills
It
too?
was kind
And fix your drain damage over
of,
here.
it was kind of dehydrated.
It's because I was dehydrated. It's exactly what it was.
It was.
My name's Jay, and that's what it was. This dude is crazy.
I could probably do it perfectly now.
We're gonna do another round just to make sure.
No, we're not.
Oh, we are. All right, so maybe the paddle work would be better for you. Anyway, so let's just look at the principles. Don't think about drain damage. Think about the principles. Okay. Remember when I was going to kick him low.
Kick.
A tick. Now I got drain damage. Thanks to you, it's contagious. This dude got. Now I got drain damage. It's more contagious than. It's more contagious than the coronavirus. I should be wearing a mask around this. Okay. Boy, sit down and shut up while I hem you up in front of all these good people. Exactly. So listen, even when I was faking my attack, he still was flinching his leg because it should look real. It should look exactly like the last thing that I did. This is very important when it comes to faking a move and being successful with it. I think that's the difference. You know, human beings, even if they're not smart, they're smart. You know, if they're not martially educated, they're still pretty smart. I've seen people throwing body kicks in street fights, and the guy would just catch the body kick. He'll just catch it, you know. And I don't know if it's the anxiety that's high in the fight where he can't throw an effective body kick, comes out really slow. I'm not really sure. But it seems to always get caught, the body kick, you know. If he was to fake those body kicks, the guy's going to go with what's natural to him. You know, what's natural is to grab a leg. So if you were to fake that and throw something else, it really sets you apart. It really sets you apart, especially with people who are remedial when it comes to martial training. You know, feints, they work, you know. Again, my attack should look exactly the same or my fake should look exactly the same. It should come out the same. Another thing is timing, giving my opponent time to process what just happened, okay? Sometimes I want to do fakes based on their successes too, okay? Or I want to build off of their success. If I throw a strike and they check a strike or they block a strike, I want to make them successful with that. Okay, they're blocking my hook. Once they're blocking my hook, they know they're successful blocking my hook. I fake them to the head. I look at their head as I'm punching. I go to the body, right? Still a fake, okay? I open my hand up this way, go with an uppercut. You know who does that a lot? It's Canelo Alvarez. He'll do that a lot. He'll throw his jab out here and then come with an uppercut, and it works almost every time. These kind of things, it has to look, you know, you have to do things to open up your opponent, you know. And what we're doing right now, we're taking, in my opinion, low-risk moves. The low kick, let me explain that really quick. So teep to the leg is very low risk, okay? It's low risk if you do it correctly. If you land it effectively, it's very low risk. Same thing with the low kick. If you land it very effectively and you do it in a timing in which your opponent is not expecting it, then it's very low risk. But if you're just throwing it willy-nilly, okay, you're asking for it, okay? You're asking for them to either time you or just not respect it at all. You know, if you're throwing it 3, 4, 5 times and it's doing nothing to your opponent, you're just kind of asking to get countered, okay? So I'm doing things not only within a good rhythm, but I'm doing them effectively as well. I'm trying to do them in a rhythm to where my opponent doesn't realize it's going to happen, and I'm timing them, okay? This is where timing comes into play. Another thing is I need to let it sink in what just happened. If I land a good leg teep, you know, I may even give him a nod. Oh, you like that? You know what I mean? And when I go to do it again, I'm faking them to do something else, okay? The Thais are notorious for doing this, especially people like Sanchai or Lurdzilla. You know, those guys, those two guys, do your homework, boy. Lurdzilla is notorious for faking people. He'll give people teeps right in the stomach, and then next thing you know, he's throwing a question mark kick to the head. It looks exactly like a teep. He's knocking people out, you know. Saenchai loves doing that too. He has a really magnificent sweep. He'll do a jumping teep.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he'll do a jumping teep, and then into the jumping teep, he'll sweep them. It's really sick, man. I mean, he has really interesting moves. I mean, it's not just indigenous to Saenchai or Lurtzela. It's just those are the two that I've seen do it like quite often in their fights, and they're really masterful at these fakes. Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you guys something. You'll see. So you guys understand the question mark kick? Yeah, we'll talk about the question mark kick, why it's a good kick, and I'll show you what I like to call the reverse question mark kick, okay? You guys can catch on to it?
I like the question mark kick. These are not because they are hot.
Good. So my son's going to do it to me, okay? And he'll talk about the question mark kick. He'll talk about it and just, you know, use his words and why he likes it, okay? Go ahead. Do the question mark kick, please. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Now, that was a really good kick. Let's do it from this angle. That was really good. That was really good. Do it again. That's really good. The question mark kick, if you looked at what he did, he put his leg out, he brought it back in. As he brought it back in, he's pivoting to execute his kick. Okay? This is the question mark kick. Right? You see what happened here? Back it right here. Right there. So watch. Okay? He's doing his kick. This front foot is pointed forward. As he's pulling his leg back, the back foot is pivoting. And that's how he's generating power from his question mark kick. Do it again, son. Boom. You see that? That whipping back effect is what's creating power in the question mark kick. Now, how do we set this question mark kick up? We just don't throw it out there willy-nilly. How do you set it up? What can you do? Show me, son. What can you do? How can you set it up?
So the jab out, and then, because you know how one with the low kick after the jab? After that, and then after the question mark kick.
That's perfect. You hear what he just said? If you couldn't hear him, he said what he'll do is he'll throw the jab out, and normally what people will do after the jab, they'll throw the low kick. He's kind of counting on that for them to bite on that. Now, what you can do to even enhance that is actually do the first thing. You throw the jab, low kick first, boom, and then throw the question mark kick. That's a very good trick. Good job, son. So we're going to do that back and forth, 1 for 1, and you guys try that too. Now, if I'm going to shadow box that, okay, I just go boom, 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 and then just go all the way through with my question mark kick, okay? So here we go. We're going to do this 1 for 1, okay? Jab, low kick, jab, question mark kick. Okay, son?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, you go first, please. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cuts right into the arm, too. It's a nice kick. Is that okay? Nice. Nice. Beautiful move. Hey, beautiful move. I love it. Nice. Give a hand. That was beautiful. Beautiful move. Beautiful. Very good. And we did that off of a jab, low kick, jab, question mark kick. Super important. Super important to do. Okay? Very good. Very good move. Good job, son. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to show you guys what I like to call a reverse question mark kick. Okay? So what I like to do personally, I like to do this off of a cross, switch kick to the head. Okay? So make sure your guard's high on that side. Okay? So I'll do a cross, switch kick to the head. Okay? Let's do it from this angle so they can see. I'll do a cross, switch kick to the head. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my front foot straight on the second one. As I do my question mark kick in reverse, I'm going to pivot on the whip. Okay? And I'll show it to you. I'll try to break it down slow. Okay? Just make sure I have guards high on that side after I do the thing. Okay? So I do my cross, switch kick. Boom. That one's real. This is my fake one now. Cross. Boom. Can you feel it cutting to your stomach there? So what I'm doing with that is I'm going straight up Here, when I come down, I'm whipping, boom, around. This hit comes around the guard. I really like this a lot, especially if they're used to high shielding or doing something like that. It's a really good, effective strike. Okay, I'll do one more time. Okay, I'll do my cross. Boom. Now my fake. Boom. My back foot stays straight. Up. Then I pivot over. Okay, reverse question mark. Okay, can I do that lower? I can do it lower. Risky to do it that low. He might punch me. So it's risky. So I like to do it right into the arm. Okay, so one more time. I'll do my cross, switch kick to the head. Boom. Next one. Boom. Keep my foot straight. Boom. Reverse question mark. Do you think you can do it?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Boom. Switch kick, switch kick.
Okay.
Boom. Boom. Goes up first. Hey, that's it. Good. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. Let's try that, okay? We'll do that one for one. Reverse question mark. Hey, nice. Hey, I feel it. It's feel good. It looks like it's gonna come up there, huh?
Yeah.
Hey. Reverse question mark. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Good job. All right, guys. Let's talk about that for a second. Okay, go ahead. So, yeah, that was good. That was good. Nice little fakes that we did there. Again, talking about the principle of faking. What's the principle? What I'm trying to tell you guys, what am I trying to convey? I'm trying to convey to you that you have to do one real, one fake. One real, one fake. I'm not saying that you can't fake them first and then go. Initially, you can. Of course you can, especially depending on how stupid or how martially uneducated your opponent is. How much experience they have. That will be dependent on how they react.
Or if they have drain damage.
Or they have drain damage. That's even a better one.
I told you it was light enough.
It was, yeah, no,
Yeah.
It wasn't. Okay.
No,
We're gonna review the video.
No,
It wasn't. Yeah.
it was light.
Yeah. You know what we call those in America?
What?
Excuses.
You know what I call that? I call it reasons.
Oh, what's the difference between an excuse and a reason, son? I like that. That's a good one.
There is no difference.
There is a difference. We'll talk about that later.
I'm sorry.
All right. So faking, landing your strikes. Okay. Off of fakes. Okay, can I do it off of a feint? Of course. George St. Pierre is famous for doing that. Before he threw anything, he threw a feint. They had no idea when he was going to attack. Well, it was very good. Now, when I start mixing the two, feints and fakes, oh, man. You start getting into the invisible strikes, all right? The strikes that they think actually hit him, but they didn't. And this is how you're landing your fakes, right? We're doing more of the invisible strike. So we did the real, one fake, right? One real, one fake, right? This is what we're doing today. This is the principles. Now you can apply this to basically anything. You do a jab cross to the head. You do a jab and then a right hook to the body. Same principle, okay? You do a cross and then a hook to the head. You do a cross again, then hook to the body. Same principle, okay? Yeah. You do I don't know what you think. Oh, you do a cross, body shot here, yeah. You do a cross. You drop that. Drop your level and go back to the head. A drop cross. You can do that, right? You can do a drop hook, okay? You come inside, boom, to the body. You drop your level again, come up top, boom. So many things that you can do off of this one real, one fake, okay? It's pretty simple stuff, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to just kind of put everything together and mess around a little bit. Okay, so let's get our stuff back on. What did we do so far? Okay, we'll just do this from a helmet guard, so we're not going to,
I remember we did this before.
Huh?
I don't remember.
It's all right. I do. So first thing, yeah. Oh, sorry. My bad. So he's just gonna have a nice helmet guard, okay, the whole time. Make sure my strikes are nice and easy. I'm not gonna hurt him. Okay, so I did boom. See, boom, elbow, yeah. Next thing I did, boom, low kick, fake a low kick, cross hook, knee. Okay. Then we did our jab, low kick, then our jab, question mark. We did our cross, switch kick to the head, cross to our reverse. Right. Our reverse question mark. Okay. I'll go first. Okay. And then at home, you do the same thing. One partner goes first until I say switch. All right. Say again.
My hair got pushed
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry. Good. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So first things first. Cheek to the leg. See it happen? Boom. Now I do my low kick. Take a low kick. Boom. Low here. Jab. Low. Jab. Reverse. Oh, sorry. Question mark. Now, boom. Side hop in. Elbow. Boom. This one's low kick. Take a low kick. Cross hook. Knee. Jab. Low kick. Sorry. Jab, question mark, cross, switch kick to the head, cross, reverse question mark, same thing, boom, elbow, low kick, take a low kick, boom, knee, jab, low, jab, question mark, cross, switch kick to the head, cross, reverse question mark, back to square one. All right. 10 seconds rest here. My son will go. Good?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, tap in, elbow, hurry, low kick. Fake, okay. Cross hook. Cross hook.
I thought it was hook cross.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. Just hook, just hook. Okay. Yeah, hook, cross.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, knee. Okay, now you go to jab, low kick. Jab, question mark. Three. Boom, to the head. Reverse. Finish. Holy. Keep the leg. Hey. Dive in. Oh, hey. Do a low kick. Hey. Fake. Hook. Cross. Knee. Oh, hey. Jab low. Cross head. Cross. Reverse. Oh, hey. That was good control. Nice job. Nice job. Keep the leg. Elbow, good. Low kick. So, hey, fake, hook, cross, knee, hey, good. One low. Good. Hey, nice. Hey. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, go ahead. That's pretty much every principle that we covered today, right? We covered, different setups off of a kick. We started with our kicks. Huh?
So I'll check something.
Oh, we're doing off of our kicks. Started with something with low risk, right? Teep to the leg. Fake teep to the leg. Tie hop in. Elbow. Went from long range to close range. Pretty cool stuff. Then we did our low kick. We did a fake off of that, switching our stance into our hook cross to our knee. Right? Now I can do that hook, cross of the body and knee, which I actually think is better. I just felt like doing the cross of the head. So we do our leg kick, right? Fake that one, hook, cross, knee, exit out, yeah? We do our one low, my son was doing. We do one question mark kick. We do a cross, switch kick to the head. Cross, switch kick, reverse, boom. Going to the body, hopefully hitting to the liver. Okay, surprising them. When they get a big, nice high guard, leaving this stuff open, boom. surprise them with a nice snappy kick. Okay, you can create a lot of damage with these snappy kicks, especially off the question marks. You just have to understand how to do it. Practicing on the bag, not your partners. Practice on the bag. Okay, you practice on the bag, you'll be able to get it down a little bit easier, a little bit better. You know what I mean? So good stuff, man. Good stuff. I thought we did covered a lot of good principles today. 2 times. Okay, so a lot of things I want to talk about. First of all, we miss you, Rodney. We miss you a lot. You were a very bright light in this city of ours that tends to be dim at certain times. And we appreciated your presence, and we appreciate the legacy that you left behind. And I'm wearing this shirt in remembrance of him. So please, if you can, look up Rodney Hu and see if his family needs further support. And we'll try to support them in any way that we can, whether it be financially, spiritually, emotionally. Try to be there as much as we can. So Rodney, we miss you. We love you, man. Autism awareness. If you can make a do-rag, anybody out there, if you watch this video and you know somebody who can make a do-rag with the actual puzzle pieces for autism awareness, hit me up on my Instagram, which is Discovery Muay Thai on Instagram, okay? Please hit me up. Let me know if you can do that. Pay you whatever. Just, I want one with the puzzle pieces. I have 2 daughters who are autistic. We need to raise awareness, okay? Please. The final thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with technique. I want to talk about these riots that have been happening around the world, but in my city especially. Now, the riots and the protests are 2 separate things. They're 2 very, very different things, yeah? Protests are peaceful. These are people who are voicing their hurt and their anger because they want to talk to the people who are in charge, okay? The governments and the in charge of state, to try to get some reform, try to get some justice, not only for the families, but to ensure that this does never happen again. Okay, this is what protesting should be like. It should be peaceful, and people should have a platform to speak freely about their anger, about their hurt, without any violence. Okay, rioting and looting. This definitely is an expression of anger. Okay, it's an expression of anger. Okay, and frustration for sure. That if they don't care, we don't care, and this is how we're going to operate. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah, it's not right though. It's not right. Okay, a lot of these kids that are doing this, they're just kids. They're kids who are angry. They're confused. They don't know what to do either. I can see on both sides. I don't agree with the looting and the rioting. It's definitely wrong. Definitely wrong. I don't suggest anybody do that. If you're going to riot with your voice. We have platforms, social media, that you can go on Instagram, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Twitter, you can go on TikTok, you can go on YouTube, you can go do so many different facets to express your anger and express your voice that you don't have to resort to violence. And you're putting this violence on people who it doesn't matter, like they have nothing to do with the incident. Even if they were Caucasian people and you're destroying their businesses, they weren't the ones who committed this crime against George Floyd. Okay, speak out. There are numbers that you can text, to petition for these cops to be brought to justice. There's so many different avenues that you can do rather than just picking up a brick and destroying somebody's business who had nothing to do with the situation. So I implore all of you, please educate yourselves. Yes, trust in God, trust in the Most High. Educate yourselves about the incident. If you're going to riot with your voice. Use the platforms that have been given to you to speak about your anger and to speak on how you want to change and what you actually are doing in your community to create that change. Because if you're not helping, then you're a part of the problem. Okay, let's do our best, including myself and my family, to help, with these issues rather than cause more harm to you. That's all I have to say for right now, guys. Muay, Swadee Kap. Take care.